If you are over 60, pay close attention. You may shower daily, utilize high-quality soap, scrub your skin thoroughly, and feel clean afterward, yet still neglect the 7 critical areas of your body that require the most care. Furthermore, it is seldom discussed that consistently overlooking these regions can lead to the proliferation of bacteria, infections, unpleasant odors, and even significant health issues. This discussion transcends hygiene. It pertains to safeguarding your body during a period when your immune system may be compromised. Let us examine these 7 overlooked areas sequentially. Please acknowledge with a nod upon recognizing any that you have neglected. No guilt, only awareness. Let us proceed collaboratively. The initial anatomical region of concern is located behind the ears. You may be questioning the significance of this seemingly insignificant place. Yet, it warrants attention due to the creases where the skin folds converge, which can harbor various issues. Perspiration, sebum, dead skin cells, and residual shampoo or soap accumulate in an inconspicuous area that is seldom cleaned. Consequently, this small region becomes a breeding ground for bacteria and odor, potentially emitting a musty scent that clings to pillowcases, collars, and hair. For many seniors, this is one of the initial contributors to what is discreetly referred to as old person smell. Moreover, neglecting this area for an extended period can result in moisture accumulation, skin irritation, and the proliferation of bacteria or fungi, leading to symptoms such as redness, itchiness, flaking, or even low-grade dermatitis. Infections originating from an area no larger than 2 fingers. The solution simple. Every time you bathe, take a clean warm washcloth and gently wipe behind each ear right in the crease along the hairline and down behind the lobe, then dry it completely. That 5 seconds of attention could save you weeks of discomfort, and honestly, it just helps you feel fresher and more confident throughout the day. It's a small thing, but small things add up fast when it comes to your health's second body part under the breasts or skin folds. Now, let's talk about an area that almost never gets mentioned but needs to under the breasts, or if you're a man, under the belly fold under the arms, or anywhere your skin folds over itself. These spots are warm, dark, and naturally collect moisture, and unfortunately, that's the exact kind of environment that yeast and bacteria love to grow in. And here's the thing, as we age, we tend to move a little slower, sweat a little more, and dry off a little less thoroughly, so these areas stay damp longer and we don't always notice what's happening underneath. But moisture trapped under the breasts or in skin folds can lead to painful rashes, redness, itching, and even open sores can occur if left untreated. Some seniors may experience intertrigo, a skin inflammation resulting from friction, heat, and trapped moisture, which can rapidly become infected if not addressed promptly. If you have ever experienced an itch, sting, or unpleasant odor in these areas, your body was signaling a potential issue. To care for these areas during bathing, gently lift each fold, such as under the breasts, abdomen, and arms, and cleanse with a soft cloth without vigorous scrubbing. After showering, pat these areas dry with a clean towel. If moisture persists, use a soft tissue, cotton pad, or a cool blow dryer for a few seconds. If the area remains damp, lightly apply unscented cornstarch or a doctor-approved moisture-wicking powder. Just avoid anything heavily perfumed. These areas are nothing to be ashamed of, but they're easy to forget, and forgetting can lead to problems that no one wants to deal with later. A few extra seconds of care each day can keep you dry, healthy, and feeling more confident in your body, no matter your age. Third body part, belly button. Now here's a spot that almost everyone forgets: the belly button. And I know it sounds ridiculous at first, the belly button really, but hear me out. That tiny little indentation on your stomach is the perfect hiding place for sweat, dead skin cells, lint, and bacteria. And because it's small, dark, and easy to overlook, it rarely gets cleaned properly, if at all. For many seniors, especially those with deeper belly buttons or a little extra belly weight, that area becomes a moist, warm pocket, exactly the kind of environment bacteria and even yeast love. Over time, this can lead to odor, redness, irritation, and even infections that start off minor but quickly grow worse. Some people have even developed naval infections without realizing it, just because that one small spot was skipped in the shower day after day. You may not feel it, you may not smell it, but others might, and your skin definitely does. So here's how to fix it. When showering, gently cleanse the interior of your navel with a warm, damp washcloth. If it is slightly deeper, utilize a Q-tip. Moisten with warm water, or a drop of mild soap. Ensure thorough rinsing and drying thereafter. Avoid perfumes, alcohol wipes, and abrasive scrubbing on sensitive skin. A few seconds of gentle care significantly contributes to maintaining cleanliness, odorlessness, and the prevention of concealed bacteria. Do not allow a nickel-sized area to become a source of discomfort or embarrassment. Provide it the attention it warrants. This is one of the simplest victories for your health, particularly concerning the fourth body part, the spaces between the toes. Let's talk about your feet, more specifically the space between your toes. It's one of the most overlooked and undercleaned areas of the entire body, and that's a problem especially if you're over 60. See, most of us wash our feet without really thinking about this part. We let the soap and water run down in the shower and figure that's good enough. But here's the truth: the space between your toes stays damp, and in seniors, that's where fungal infections love to start. You might see dry, flaky skin on the sides of your feet or between your toes and assume it's just normal aging or dry skin, but it might not be dryness at all. It could be athlete's foot. And here's the kicker: you don't have to be an athlete to get it. In fact, seniors are even more prone to it because of slower circulation, weaker immune defenses, and the tendency to leave moisture trapped between the toes. That moisture mixed with warmth and darkness is a perfect breeding ground for fungus. Left untreated, it can lead to itching, burning, cracked skin, and in more serious cases, even open wounds or secondary infections. So what can you do? Start by making it a habit to gently separate your toes and wash between them with a soft cloth during every shower. You don't need to scrub, just clean them intentionally. Then dry them carefully. Don't just pat your feet. Use a small towel or even a bit of tissue to gently blot between each toe until it's completely dry. And if your feet tend to sweat or stay moist throughout the day, you can use an antifungal powder or a little cornstarch to keep them dry and protected. Remember, feet may be at the bottom of your body, but they carry you through life. Taking a few extra seconds to clean and dry between your toes might just help you avoid weeks of irritation, or worse, a trip to the doctor. Fifth body part, behind the knees. This one might surprise you, but stay with me. Behind the knees, it seems like such an odd area to focus on, right? It's not like we talk about it much, and it's not exactly a spot you check in the mirror. But here's the thing: that soft folded skin behind your knees traps more than you think. Every time you shower, soap, shampoo, and conditioner run down your body and collect right in that crease. And unless you're actively rinsing and drying that area, you're probably leaving residue behind. Add a little sweat, a bit of friction from walking or sitting, and what you've got is a warm, damp, sticky environment, one that can lead to irritation, redness, itching, and even mild skin breakdown over time. And if you've ever felt uncomfortable behind your knees on a hot day or noticed a rash you couldn't explain, this might be why. For seniors in particular, the skin behind the knees is more delicate, thinner, and slower to heal. That means even a mild irritation can quickly escalate if left unaddressed. So here's what I want you to do next time you're in the shower. Don't skip it. Utilize a soft washcloth to delicately cleanse the area behind each knee, ensuring thorough attention to the crease. Subsequently, it is crucial to dry the area meticulously after exiting the shower. Employ a towel to gently pat behind your knees until the region is entirely dry. If you are prone to perspiration in that area or remain seated for extended durations, consider applying a light dusting of unscented cornstarch or a moisture-wicking body powder. This area may not be the most obvious consideration, yet neglecting it can result in avoidable discomfort and chronic skin problems. It requires 10 seconds, yet it is unequivocally beneficial for your skin's health. Sixth body part, back of the neck or hairline. Now here's a spot that gets overlooked by almost everyone: the back of the neck, especially around the hairline. And yet this is one of the most active areas for oil, sweat, and dirt buildup, especially as we age. Think about it: you sweat at night, you wear collars, scarves, sweaters, jackets, and all that friction combined with sweat and natural oils creates a kind of sticky zone right at the base of your scalp and the top of your spine. If you don't clean it regularly, and I mean really clean it, that area can start to develop a greasy film, a lingering odor, and even clogged pores or irritation. For seniors with thinning hair, that skin is even more exposed, which makes any buildup more noticeable and more irritating. And here's something most people don't think about: when someone hugs you or walks behind you, this is one of the areas they're closest to. So if there's odor, they'll notice even if you don't. Now, this isn't about vanity, it's about comfort, it's about confidence, and it's about caring for your body in the areas that others might notice before you do. Here's the fix: when you shower, take a moment to gently scrub the back of your neck using a soft cloth or your fingers working along the base of your hairline. and down toward your shoulders. If you're not showering that day, no problem. You can simply take a damp cloth or unscented wipe and do a quick clean. Ensure the area is thoroughly dried, particularly before bedtime. If you perspire during the night, consider changing your pillowcase more frequently, since oil from this region might migrate to the fabric and subsequently return to your skin. A clean neck may seem small, but it can make a big difference in how fresh you feel and how others perceive you. And after all, you carry your head high. Let the back of your neck reflect that 2/7 body part under the fingernails and toenails. Now this one is bigger than you think. Under the fingernails and toenails, it's one of the most overlooked areas of hygiene and one of the most important. You might wash your hands every day, clip your nails every now and then, even file them down when they grow too long. But what most seniors miss is what's hiding underneath, because under those nails, especially toenails, lives a quiet little collection of dirt, dead skin bacteria, and sometimes fungus. And here's where it becomes serious. As we age, our nails thicken, our circulation slows down, and our immune system doesn't fight off infections the way it used to. That means something small like trapped bacteria under a nail can turn into a painful infection, swelling, redness, or even a fungal nail condition that can spread if untreated. And on the toes, it's even riskier. Individuals with diabetes or neuropathy may remain unaware of their condition until it has progressed significantly, potentially necessitating medical intervention. What is the solution? Maintaining clean nails is straightforward, but requires habitual practice. During showers or hand and foot washing, utilize a soft nail brush or the edge of a clean washcloth to delicately cleanse beneath each nail. Avoid digging or scraping. A gentle motion suffices to dislodge debris. For your feet, soak them once or twice weekly in warm water with a small amount of baking soda or Epsom salt, and clean around and beneath each nail. Should you observe yellowing, thickening, or an unusual odor, do not disregard these signs, as they may indicate the onset of a fungal infection, which is more easily treated in its early stages. Clean nails signify not only aesthetic appeal, but also overall health, and serve as a defense against infections that could adversely affect your body. Therefore, during your next cleansing routine, ensure your nails receive the attention they warrant. Your hands and feet facilitate your journey through life. Thus, it is imperative to maintain their health for the future. Consider how many of these areas you may have overlooked inadvertently. This is not a pursuit of perfection, but rather an endeavor to cultivate intentionality, as your body requires different care now than it did 2 decades ago. Although these minor areas may appear insignificant, neglecting them can result in substantial health complications that no senior should face, and which you can avert beginning today. Therefore, here is your challenge. During your next bathing session, refer to this list and allocate additional time to thoroughly cleanse and dry those specific areas. This practice is not merely about cleanliness. It is essential for maintaining health, independence, and confidence. If you found this information beneficial, please like and subscribe for more health tips tailored for seniors, and share in the comments which aspect surprised you the most. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. We are in it together. I look forward to seeing you in the next installment.